Now we're going to learn simple interest and compound interest. So we have two kinds of interest, the simple and the compound interest. So what's the difference? The simple interest is like this. If you borrowed 10 pesos and per month, it would raise to 1 peso per month. So ibig sabihin, halimbawa kung 1 peso per month lang, kung 10% lang ang interest, ibig sabihin yan, every month is 1 peso lang increase. So, next month, magiging 11 pesos na. After that, the second month would be 12 pesos, third, so on and so forth. That's for simple interest. For compound interest, the difference is this one. Yung kapag simple interest yan, kapag simple interest, di ba, first month, ang itataas na lang is 1 pesos. So, second month, another 1 peso, another 1 peso. However, for compound interest is this. Kapag a first month is 10 pesos, a first pala, the principal ang binaro mo or hiniram mo is 10 pesos. Tapos, a first month, it's 10%. So, first month is 11 pesos. So, the interest would be 1 peso. So, it would be 11 pesos after the first month. The second month, the 10% would be based on the 11 pesos. So it would become 1.1. The interest would become 1.1 instead of 1. So the interest is not constant. Dito, the constant siya na 1 peso. However, dito, constant ang rate, but the interest is different. So 1, nagiging 1.1. So ang total dito is 12.1. So for the next month, kukunin naman ang 10% from the 12.1. So it would become 1.21. So after the third month, ang future value niya or ang total interest plus principal ang babayaran mo is 13.31. So while in comparison with this one, it's only 13 pesos. So that's simple interest and compound interest. So the first one, Justin deposited 10,000 pesos at 2% annual simple interest. So it's given that it's simple interest. If he decided to withdraw after 1 year and 2 months, how much will he receive? So first is, ang mga given is the principal. These are the formulas pala. This is for the formula of the interest. This is the interest. P stands for the principal amount or magkano yung hiniram or the deposit. R or the initial, it could be the initial amount. R is for the rate and T for the time. While F is the future value. That's the interest plus the principal. So it's interest plus the principal. So the interest plus the principal, that's the future value. Well, for the compound interest, there are two kinds of formulas. The first one is this one. F is equal to P parenthesis 1 plus R raised to the power of T. This is for whose interest is annual. Ibig sabihin, in 1 year, that's the interest. However, if the compound conversion is per monthly, it's not annually, ito na yung formula. So, kapag ang compound, ang conversion niya is annually, this is the formula. But if it is not annually, this is the formula. So for this one, we're going to use this. So Justin deposited 10,000 pesos at 2% annual interest. So the first given, the 10,000 pesos is the interest, the principal rather. So 10,000 pesos is the principal, while the 2% is the rate. 2% is the rate. So rate 0.02, which is also 2%, is equivalent to 0.02. So you need to change it to decimal. Time. The time is 1 year and 2 months. So time here stands for year, or this unit for T is the year. So 1 year and 2 months, 1 year and 2 months should be converted to years. So ang 1 year and 2 months, how many years? So it would be equal to 2 divided by 12. Bakit 12? Kasi in 1 year there are 12 months. So 2 over 12 are equal to 1.2 divided by 12. That's 1.0.16 or 10.166666. So 2 divided by 12 is equal to 1.6 or 0.16666 or 1.17. This is 1 year, 1.17. So we are looking for how much will he receive for the future value. So the formula is F is equal to P1 plus R T. This is for the formula of interest. Magkano lang ang interest. For this one, kasali na yung interest at saka yung principal amount or magkano yung dineposit or withdraw or hiniram. So F now would be equal to P, which is 10,000, 1 plus R, which is 0.02 times T, which is 1.17. 10,000 pesos is equal to 1 plus 0.02 times 1.17 is equal to 0.0234. So if you're going to add that, 10,000 is times 1 plus this one is 1.0234. Multiply that plus 1 times 10,000. The answer is 10,234. So after 1 and 2 months, 1 year and 2 months, the 10,000 would become 10,234. Next question. Angel invested a certain amount at 8% simple interest per year. After 5 years, the interest received amounted to 50,000. How much did she invest? So in here, the given are P as the simple interest. So it's the simple interest. So we're going to use this. So P, 8% is the rate. So 8%. Or that's 0.08. Next, after 5 years, so the T is 5. That's 5 years. So T is equal to 5. Next, the interest received amounted to 50,000. So that's the interest received amounted to 50,000. So the interest is 50,000. So what we're looking for is how much did she invest? How much did she invest? That's for the P. So we're looking for P. So what formula are we going to use? So we're not going to use this one because the F is not given. So this one, we're going to use this formula. So I is equal to PRT. I is equal to 50,000. Ang interest is 50,000. We're looking for the principal. Magkano i-invest para ang magkaroon ka ng interest na 50,000 for 8% after 5 years. So that's the rate is 8% or 0.08 and the time is 5. Time is 5. So P is equal to multiply this one and let's copy first 50,000 is equal to P 0.08 times 5. 0.08 times 5 is equal to or 0.4. 0.4. Divide both sides by 0.4 so that you will get the answer. This P is equal to 50,000 divided by that's 125,000. So 50,000 divided by 0.4, that's 125,000. So kailangan mo mag-invest ng 125,000 at 8% interest for 5 years para magkaroon ka ng 50,000. So after 5 years, it will become 100 plus 50 mo na interest, that's 175. So ang 125 magiging 175%. This one, we'll proceed with number 3. Number 3, Christian invested 10,000 pesos in a fund that pays 10.5% compounded annually. So this is compounded annually. Kasi compounded annually siya, we could use the first formula. For 5 years, how much in the fund at the end of the term? How much was in the fund at the end of the term? So, first given, invested 10,000 pesos. So this is the principal amount or yung magkanong in-invest, 10,000. Next given is 10.5%. That's the rate, 10.5% or 0.105. That's 10%, 10.5%. Next is T is equal to 5 years. How much was the independent at the end of the term? So we're looking for F. So the formula F, the first one kasi annual. So F P 1 plus R raised to the power of T. P is equal to 10,000, 1 plus R, which is 0.105 raised to the power of 5. 10,000 plus mo yan siya, that's 1.105 raised to the power of 5. So if you're going to type that in the calculator, 10,000, 1.105 raised to the power of 5, the answer is 16,474.47. So, after ang 10,000 mo, after 5 years at 10.5% compounded annually, magiging 16,474. So, next, the last question is, how much money must be invested to obtain an amount of 30,000 in 4 years if money earns at 8% compounded quarterly? So, in this one, it's compounded quarterly. So, instead na gagamitin mo to siya, which is for annual, ito ang gagamitin. The formula is F is equal to P 1 plus I M MT. So, how to solve? So, the first given is 30,000. So, that's P is 30,000. Is it P? How much money must be invested? So, ang hinahanap pala dito is P. So, P. So, to obtain an amount of 30,000 in 4 years. So, future value pala itong 30,000 because ito yung ikukunin mo after 4 years. So, magkano invest mo dapat? So, we're looking for P to obtain an amount of 30,000 in 4 years. So, T is equal to 4. It should be, again, T should be per year. Next, ang I, which is the interest, is 0.08, which is from 8%. And the last one, mid letter M. The letter M is number of conversion per year. So in this one, the first given is quarterly. So kapag quarterly, how many quarter in 1 year? That's 4. So the M is equal to 4. So if it is quarterly, M is equal to 4. But if it is semi-annually, so kalahati ng annual, so ilan yan siya? Dalawa. There's also monthly. So kapag monthly, that's 12. The conversion is 12. M is equal to 12. So in this formula, F is 30,000. P is unknown. 1 plus I 0.08 over M, which is 4, raised to the power of 4 times T, which is 5. 30,000 is equal to P1 plus 0.02. 0.08 divided by 4 is 0.02 raised to the power of 4 pala to, sorry, 16. So 30,000 is equal to P 1.02. 1 plus this is 1.02 raised to the power of 16. You can divide both sides by 1.02 raised to the power of 16, or pwede mo na itong kunin. Cancel. P is equal to 30,000 divided by 1.02 raised to the power of 16 is equal to 21,853.37. So, kailangan mo mag-invest ng 21,853.37 pesos para magkaroon ka ng 30,000 after 4 years if the interest is 8% compounded quarterly. So that's how you're going to solve simple and compound interest problems.